Welcome to the 15th edition of ESB Outspoken on Facebook Live with Angela and Richard Shelp.
Hey, today we've got a great question for you meeting planners. Angela, go ahead, fire away.
All right. This comes from Sophia in Pasadena. My boss just asked me to help search for a keynote speaker for our upcoming sales event. What information do I need to gather to be prepared before reaching out to a speakers bureau?
Sophia, love the question, and I'll tell you, really, the most important thing to think about is there's going to be lots of information that you're going to need. There's some basics we assume that you're going to know, like date and time and actually who you work for. Those things we expect. But there are going to be some other things that Angela and I are going to focus in over the next few minutes that we really think are important when you have that conversation with the Bureau. And the first one I want to talk to you guys about are objectives. So what is it that you truly want to accomplish through this meeting? What do you want this group to get out of it? Do you want them to be more motivated, have more morale? Do you want them to be more innovative or creative? Or do you want just that division to reduce costs? Anything like that is so important to know so that we as a bureau can determine whether we're going to propose a motivational speaker, a content speaker, or a technology speaker. And?
All right, and what's your budget? That is a big one for us. And a lot of clients will come to us and say, don't worry about the budget, just give us your best speakers. But we really don't want to waste your time with that. If you're thinking in your head, you want to spend $2,500 and we're sending you speakers that are $50,000 to $100,000, it's not going to do you any good. It's just going to waste your time of looking at those speakers. So if you can narrow that budget for us, that is so helpful. Even if you can say, Angela, don't go over $20,000 or don't go over $50,000, at least we know to send you speakers in that range. And that way, when you're taking them to your committee or your boss, those are speakers that really fit with what you're looking for. So the more you can narrow that budget for us, the better.
Oh, it's so important. Absolutely important. The third thing is location. And there's really two things to think about to do with location. The first is local talent. So for instance, if you know that the location is going to be in New York, and we might have a great speaker that fits what you need who's also in New York, you guys can save money. So it's important for us to know in that aspect. But also it has to do with technology, has to do with travel and schedules.
Right.
I mean, it's very important to know that. And here's the thinking. Your event's in New York, and we've got speakers all over the place. We're placing them. And the day before your event, maybe that speaker is close by. Maybe they're in New York also. But maybe they're across the world. And if they are, we're not going to recommend them for your event.
That's right. So
location is really important when we're looking at this. And
then also the topic. What topic do you really want to focus on? And do you want, if you think about it, do you want somebody that's more entertaining? Do you want a celebrity? Do you want somebody that's got name recognition? Or maybe you want somebody that focuses in on diversity and inclusion or innovation and technology. So these things are important to really kind of scout out before you come to us, because we're going to need to know really where you want to focus that. And you can tell us, I need a female speaker, or I need somebody, that's diverse. So anything that you can help us by giving us details ahead of time will really make a difference in the ideas that we're going to send you.
Absolutely. So if you think about the four areas, you think about objectives, think about budget, location, topics, you really want to make sure that you get great information in all those areas, make sure that it's accurate, and if it is, you'll get a great list back from the Bureau, which means you'll pick a great speaker and everybody will be happy. So remember that, and you be outspoken.